So, excuse me. So now that I have my beauty button hidden, let's go on to the fashion button. So I'm going to highlight that or click that image. Again, I'm going to make sure it's a button. And I'm actually going to call this fashion, button. Again, I want users to click on that. Also, I want to make sure it's showing and hiding buttons and forms. So then also now you see that fashion button appears down here. First, let's go back to beauty. I want to make sure that since the beauty button, when I click the beauty button, the fashion button should show. So I have to make sure that is on. Now let's go back to the fashion button. So when I click, and this is the scenario, when I click the fashion button, I should be able to see the fashion text, the fashion image. I should not see the beauty image, and I should not see the beauty text. Although I should see the beauty button because I have to be able to get back to the beauty images. That way, when I click the beauty button, I'm able to see those. So it's kind of an opposite effect on this piece, or at least with the beauty button and the fashion button. And so I shouldn't be able to see the fashion button. Also, when I first open up the PDF, I shouldn't see the fashion button as well. So I'm going to click hidden until triggered. Okay. So one more thing that I want to show or want to do is make sure that we have the rollover state different than the normal and the click. So we're going to do the same thing like we did with the first buttons. I want to make sure I grab that type tool, double click. I'm going to highlight beauty. Now I'm going to double click that fill and I'm going to change by clicking and dragging on the color picker here to get my red. I'm going to say okay. So then I'm going to actually grab that selection tool and now I'm going to click on the click state and now it's black text. So also I'm going to go over here to fashion, do the same thing. I'm going to click on the rollover state. I also want to make sure I grab that type tool and I want to highlight fashion. And then I want to make sure I double click that fill, click and drag and get my red color that I want and say okay. So if I actually grab that selection tool once again, if I click on the click state, then it's going to go back to the original state of black. It's the black text, or black font color I should say. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to drag this over here so it's kind of equal. I'm actually going to pull these images down, not the whatchamacallit. Make my screen lighter. I'm going to bring this down too. Make it equal with that. Just make sure my image edit shows. Okay, so to test to make sure that this is correct, I am actually going to go to Window and I'm going to go to Interactive. I'm actually going to pick up that Swift preview. I just want to see how it looks before I actually export it into a Swift preview or a Swift file. So just waiting on it for a little bit. My computer's running slow. Okay, so again, see how I hover over beauty? We got that rollover state. Now let's click. Great, cool. So whenever I click the fashion, or whenever I click the beauty, now I see the beauty image and its text. Now I'm going to hover over fashion. Oh, great, cool. Once again, we got that rollover state. I'm going to click fashion. Now I see the fashion image, and now I see the fashion text associated with it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and save this. Just make sure everything else is okay. And now in the next demo, I'm going to show you how to package, and then we're going to export this into a PDF or Swift.